everyone. So we've been working on number combinations, and yesterday we talked about finding the different combinations that make a number. So like if we had, I'm going to start with an easy number. If we had the number 6, we could break it into 2 pieces and say 3 and 3 make 6, or we could say 2 and 4 make 6. And those are different things that equal 6 when you break it apart. Today we're going to do something with number trains, and the first thing you'll need to do is have 2 different colored crayons. You can pick whatever colors you want. I'm going to do kind of like a reddish color and a bluish color for mine. Okay, and you'll need your papers that look like this. So you have 11, 12, 13, 14 to work on. We'll have those there, and get those things together and we'll get started. Okay, everyone, let me show you what we'll do here. We are going to make trains. These are the trains, and this tells you how many cars there are in the train. And each of these cubes is a car, okay? So there's how many cars in this train? 11. Now, the train can only have 2 different colors at most. Sometimes these trains might just have 1 color. Or, either it might just be all blue or it might be all red. But it can be 2 colors too. So I'm going to make a train that's 2 colors here. And you can just color however many you want. Blue, however many you want red. And you can do a pattern. You can do all of the reds and then all of the blues. I'm going to do it kind of like, I'm just going to do it randomly. Let's just do that. That sounds fun. Oh, it's hard for me to just do random and not want to do a pattern. But I'll do it. Okay, so I did some red. And now I'll do my blues. And I'm just coloring lightly. So doesn't take me a super long time to do my coloring. Okay, so now we have to figure out what combination this is. So first I'm going to count my blues. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And you can challenge yourself without counting. 6 and what make 11? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are my reds. 6 and 5 make 11. Now, so for that first one, you could do anything you want. Now for the next one, it has to be different. Okay, so when you color your next one, it has to be different. So I did 6 blues that time, so now I have to do a different number than 6. Maybe I'll do 7 blues. And it's helpful to always start with the same color because then you remember like, oh yeah, I did 6 blues. So I'm always going to do my blue first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep, that's what I meant to do was 7. And then I'll color in my reds. And if you want to color all 7 at once and then all reds, you can do that too. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, 7 reds. 7 and how many? I meant 7 blues and how many reds? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 reds. 7 and 4 make 11. Okay. 7 and 4 make 11. Now I have to do something different. What could I do that would be different? Okay, so now that we did 6 and 5, 7 and 4, I have to think of something even different for my next one. So with my blues, let's see, at first I did 6 blues and I did 7 blues. Maybe I'll do just 3 blues this time. And I'll just start out coloring all my 3 blues at once. There we go, 3 blues. And now let's do the reds. Okay, here are my reds. Okay. Now I'm going to count and see how many of each I have. 1, 2, 3 blues. And how many reds? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 reds. Okay, so 3 and 8 make 11. 6 and 5 make 11. 7 and 4 make 11. 3 and 8 make 11. Okay, when you finish these, I have a challenge for you. Flip over your paper and you're going to write 11 at the top. And then make a box underneath. Okay, because we're working on the number 11. So just make a box. And you're going to draw a line down the middle of your box. And then draw lines going across like this. Okay. Now yesterday, remember we said if you had the number 11, how many possible combinations could there be for 11? Do you remember? Yeah, it's always one more than our number. So there'd be 12 possible combinations. I'm going to want to make 12 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Ooh, I didn't make very many today. Ooh, I'm going to maybe have to make them a little bit smaller. Let me see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This would be 10. And if I draw one more line, I'll have 11 and 12. Okay. And what I want you to do now is try and make all the different combinations that can make 11. Okay, so you can start by looking at your ones on the front. I have 6 and 5, so I can put that on here. 6 and 5 make 11. What else makes 11? 7 and 4. And let me see, my last one was 3 and 8. 3 and 8 make 11. Okay, so those are the ones that I have to start out with. I want to see if I can come up with all the combinations to make 11. Now, I'm going to get my gems, and I'll use my gems to help me. Okay, remember another way? If you have 6 and 5, you can always do a flip. Remember last year we were doing those flips, so you can always do the flips and maybe even record those flips right away. 6 and 5, and we know what's the flip. 5 and 6 make 11, right? If 7 and 4 make 11, what's the flip? 4 and 7. If 3 and 8 make 11, what's the flip of that? Right, 8 and 3. Okay, now we've got some work to do to figure out the others. Let me get my gems and we'll work on this. Okay, I have my gems, so we're ready to work on this. So what I need to do is get out 11 gems, right? So I'm going to put 11 gems here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Let me just check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay, there's my 11 gems. Now, I know if I make 2 different groups with my gems, I can find my number combinations. So I'm going to start out with, well, actually, I'm going to start out with this one right here. How many are on this side? 11, right? How many are on my other side? 0. 0 and 11 make 11, right? That's definitely true. Okay, what's another? Oh, and I could do the flip, right? Don't forget the flips. 11 and 0. That would be, whoops, excuse me. That was exciting. 11 and 0 would be if I had all of these over here. 11 and 0. Okay, now let's see, what can we do next? Let's do, maybe I'll put one of them over here. Do I have a combination with 1 on this side yet? Nope. I'll put 1 here. And then, do you know how many will be on this side? Let's count. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 1 and 10. And then, oh, don't forget the flip. Would be if I had 1 and 10. That would be if I flipped these, right? And all these are over here. 1 and 10. Here's my flip. Okay. Now let's see. Do I have anything? What if I put a 2 here? Do I have anything with 2 yet? No. I could put a 2 here. 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 and 9. And what would the flip be? 9 and 2. Perfect. All right. We found all the combinations for 11. Now I want you to do this for each of your numbers today. If you're up for that challenge, go ahead and do that, okay? And then what I want you to do when if you have a free moment or you're feeling extra motivated, I want you to start trying to remember these. So you can cover up one side and say, 6 and what make 11? Try and remember. Oh yeah, 6 and 5. 7 and what make 11? 7 and 4. And just read this a few times. 6 and 5 make 11. 7 and 4 make 11. 3 and 8. So then practice those ones. Yep, 6 and 5, 7 and 4, 3 and 8. So you can start practicing these and try and remember these. And remembering these will really help you with lots of addition that we do. It'll help you be really speedy with our addition. Okay, so go ahead, work on these. You're going to do your cube trains, your number trains, and then try and see if you can come up with all the combinations. I would like you to do this if you can, okay, but I understand that it might take a while to do that, so you might not want to do that for every single number, but pick at least 2 of your numbers to do this for. How about that? That's a compromise. First, I was thinking do it for every number, but then I realized that took a long time. So pick 2 of your numbers that you want to do this for. And if you want to do extra, go ahead and do it for all of them. But just pick at least 2 of your numbers to find all the combinations for. Okay. Go ahead and work on that. Work hard. Do your best and see if you can start remembering these combinations. All right, my friends. See you later.